Hey everyone, it's Patch 3.22 Ancestor, and I want to make a short video talking about an item that I feel like most people really haven't given enough thought yet. This is an item that was introduced with Trials, and it's one of the most broken defensive layers GG has added to the game in quite a while. Defiance of Destiny is a new amulet that has a roll on it that's not been available anywhere else in the game before. It's a completely new mechanic. And what it does is it makes it so you gain a % of your missing unreserved life before being hit by an enemy. So what this means is, let's say you were at 0 life without dying somehow, and a monster was going to hit you and they were going to hit you for 1. Well, before that 1 damage actually comes through, you would immediately gain 42% of your missing unreserved life if you had a max roll of it. So if you had, for example, 2000 life, this would just immediately give you somewhere around 900 life, which basically means that that hit against you would have just effectively just healed you for 900 or so life instead of it actually damaging you. And what we could do is we can combine this with other similar effects to make a character not necessarily immortal, but get it most of the way to mortality. So what I want to show you here is my current Magic Find character. This is what I've been doing 8 mod apothecary farming with. I've been doing it with as much juice as possible, and I've been doing them basically carefree. I haven't been caring about what any of the altars have on them in terms of bad mods. I've been standing in the middle of corpse explosions for strong boxes. I've been just face tanking beyond monsters. I basically have been doing these as if I am immortal. And well, if you want to quickly look at my character, as we can see, I'm currently level 97 and I'm slowly waddling my way over to level 98. If this is allowing me to go full greed Magic Find and to slowly level, imagine what this might look like in any other character. Now, obviously, you're going to have to give up your amulet slot, but this on its own, if you just add it to your current build, if you can give up your amulet, is disgustingly broken. What we could do is take this a level further. We can combine Defiance of Destiny with other really OP mechanics such as Blood Notch and Progenesis to basically just take care of all of your defensive layers by itself. The reason this is really good synergy with Blood Notch is because Blood Notch makes it so you just immediately heal a percentage of all stunning hits. I've talked about Blood Notch tech quite a bit, but if you want a quick summary on how it works, we're simply picking up an Energy Shield Mastery, which makes it so our stun threshold is based on our ES, and that coupled with very low ES means that every single hit against us is a stunning hit, which means Blood Notch effectively gives you whatever % of Blood Notch you have as damage reduction. So for example, in my case, 59% of all damage is effectively mitigated, assuming it does not one-shot me, because Blood Notch healing happens after the hit happens. But when we can combine that with a Defiance of Destiny, we can now immediately heal if we're on low health with Defiance of Destiny, and then Blood Notch just immediately heals us even further. This means that most hits that aren't massive, I would say, all low-ish hits against you, really depends on your build, but I would say basically anything around 1,000 or lower effectively either just does no damage to you or just straight up heals you. And when you combine this with something like Progenesis, which makes it so you take a portion of the damage across a few seconds instead of you immediately taking it up front, you can make yourself extremely tanky to most things in the game and only really make it so just immediate one-shots are just a problem to you. What I want to do is I want to take all this and I want to quickly show you what a map might look like with my current setup. And again, I want to mention this is just full on greeting Magic Find. Nothing here other than just these 3 things together are keeping me alive. And as you can see, I'm just going to walk in the middle of things. I'm just going to pretend the map doesn't really exist. I don't really care about anything in this map. And I'm just stunned by how broken this is. Now, I was doing magic finding like this without Defiance of Destiny, and I was using a Quant Amulet instead, and I basically couldn't really gain XP. I would die maybe once a map. It wasn't really a comfortable experience, and just putting on this amulet when someone suggested it to me just took this build from sometimes dying to effectively never die. Now, I do still die a few times here and there, and that's mostly because I don't have crit immunity, and crits will still one-shot me as none of this really gives me one-shot protection. But if I were to get crit immunity in my build by just adding in some tattoos, I would honestly be immortal. I would say my build would be tankier than the majority of builds. And I'm not even going to do anything special to get that tankiness. I'm just playing Magic Find. And what I'm trying to showcase here is if it's this strong, if it's this overpowered on keeping a Magic Find character alive, imagine how good this might be on an RF character if you are okay with giving up your +2 amulets when you already have pretty good tankiness. Or imagine how good this might be on Impending Doom or any other character that already has half decent tankiness, or any other character that's already using some of the defensive layers, such as Blood Notch or Progenesis. Just simply adding a Defiance of Destiny would make you just be able to face tank almost anything. That's all I really have to say for this video. I just wanted to very, very quickly showcase to people just how strong this amulet could potentially be and how you might really want to consider adding this to your character and just effectively enjoying immortality for most things. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below and I'll be more than happy to answer. I also stream on Twitch every single day, so feel free to come by there and ask me any questions you have. Other than that, I hope you enjoy the video and I'll see you in the next one.